One call, that's all.
Announcing the former All-Star Buick GMC is now the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Oak Creek. And the former John Paul's Buick GMC is now the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Greenfield, Milwaukee's Buick GMC headquarters. Greg Cunis was recently named Time Magazine's Wisconsin Automotive Dealer of the Year. Plus, Cunis dealerships have been awarded Top 100 Best in the U.S. by the Automotive News the past 9 years. Our mission is to bring the Cunis Auto Group's unequaled customer satisfaction and service to our friends in the greater Milwaukee area. Cunis Milwaukee Buick GMC stores have the area's largest pre-owned car, truck, and SUV inventory with over 3,000 vehicles available on lot or online and always at a price and payment you can afford. And all new and pre-owned Cunis vehicles come with our exclusive no-fear lifetime warranty coverage at no extra charge. So buy like a champion at the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Oak Creek, 7020 South 27th Street, or Cunis Buick GMC of Greenfield, 3615 South 108th Street. Milwaukee's Buick GMC headquarters.
Coffee drinkers and Jen, Gabe, and Chewy fans, unite! Join JGC and 1848 Coffee in New Berlin for Customer Appreciation Day this Friday. Stop by for free drip coffee and cold brew from 7 a.m. until noon. Plus, check out Jen, Gabe, and Chewy broadcasting live from 7 to 9. NASCAR drivers Ty Majeski and Ben Rhodes will be along for the ride all morning long as well, signing autographs and taking photos. Make sure you get in early. The first 50 people receive a free race shirt. Plus, you can enter to win free coffee for a year. Stop by 1848 Coffee in New Berlin on Friday for Customer Appreciation Day.
The summer of lower prices continues at Fleet Farm. Take Sprout Vitamin Feed Supplement for livestock. 25-pound bags, now only $19.99. And for you birders, KT Midwest Regional Blend is just $12.99 for a 7-pound bag. Plus, get 12 mega rolls of Quilted Northern Ultra for only $12.99. And enjoy Fleet Farm Beef Jerky for just $8.79 a pack. Look for new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life with price drops at Fleet Farm.
We don't want you on our team.
You're not the right fit for this job.
You're too slow and fast.
Don't you care how you look?
Weight bias hurts. Go to stopweightbias.com. A public service message from Obesity Action Coalition.
Everything seems to be moving along pretty well so far this morning. Northbound 41, maybe a quick tap of the brakes. Make sure they're working from Blue Mound Road up past Watertown Plank. But for the most part, everything is looking good. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is still in effect until 7 p.m. for most of southeast Wisconsin. Today, early fog, sunny, hot and humid with a high of 93, turning cooler near the lakeside in the afternoon. And then tonight, slight chance for a thunderstorm early, then some clouds, a low of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lozagon, 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Tony Smith. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I heard it started out in the military where they give it to people in the military. Someone call in. Where they wouldn't get a Woodrow Wilson.
How many other things?
So we claimed that in training camp at St. Norberg's, they were putting saltpeter in our food.
Woo! Yeah! He just did that steroid free.
What's steroids?
Something that makes your pee-pee smaller.
There must be steroids in macaroni.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Okay, so you don't know that they were doing this.
But obviously they were having a discussion. If a lot of people were having issues with the Woodrow Wilson.
Yes.
You know what we should talk about?
Right, how do I do this?
How'd you find these guys anyways?
Recruiting, boy. When college stars don't get drafted, they need a place to go. A job, money, security.
Who drank all the damn Gatorade? Damn it!
And apparently steroids.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running his mouth.
Big day on the baseball diamond yesterday, everybody. Hot day on the baseball diamond. Hot day everywhere yesterday. How'd you guys beat the heat?
Wasn't that bad in the shade at AmFam Field.
Yeah? Alcohol.
It's mostly water.
Yeah, no, and I had hard seltzer, so that's mostly completely water.
I actually went outside and laid down on a blanket in the grass.
Wow.
And I was like, This is like having a sauna. What do I need the sauna for?
Tanning?
I was in the shade. I mean, if I was in the sun, I'd be dead.
Yeah, I got to imagine that the people sitting in the left field bleachers yesterday, just in the sun,
steamy,
on metal bleachers, I got to imagine they're no longer with us. Pour one out.
Brewers get their 70th win yesterday. Beat the Twins, swept the Twins. Ashy was down at a baseball game in Chicago. Is it... Obviously, the White Sox are going through some stuff right now.
Yeah, they're bad. Real bad. Hey, win number 50, though.
But that's what I was going to say. But they got a win yesterday, and you were there for
in
it?
the dumbest way possible.
It's because baseball's a dumb game.
Should have never got rid of La Russa.
Oh, get out of town.
Have you seen pictures
Were
of
they
him?
better with La Russa?
No.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't. They were just as bad.
Do you know who he is?
Tony La Russa? Or the Karate Kid? Which one?
Speaking of alcohol.
I get it. It's a Tony La Russa liver joke, isn't it?
I know.
No, it's what he said to the cops when he got pulled over for a DUI.
Hall of Famer
Do you
baseball
know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
I'm a Hall of Famer baseball
Like
person.
the ultimate douchebag move. Do you know who I am?
It is number one gap on the power rankings of douchebag moves. Although I think we did power rank douchebag moves at one point on this show. I have to go back in the archives to find it. But remember the Affliction T-shirts were on that list.
Oh, yes.
The bedazzled jean pocket.
Yeah, we were just creating a store at that point. I mean, clearly, in order to work at the store we were creating, minimum requirement, you have to ask somebody, do you know who I am?
You asked us yesterday if a guy sitting in front of you at the ballpark was pulling a douche
Well,
move.
no, I was just asking questions. I never said
And
the
I
word
informed
doucher.
you, for the record, I have a handler now, okay?
There was a guy sitting in front of me at the Brewers game yesterday who had one of those things on his sunglasses that connect them so they don't fall off. They're pretty much like, library chain for the old librarian, but for, male douchebags.
They have a purpose. I have a handler. It's my son Dyson. Because, yes, I did have Affliction T-shirts and bedazzled jeans. And he'd call me a tool, and I didn't think I was a tool. I thought I looked pretty cool. And then I graduated to the Crokies wearing it like that guy at the stadium, and he's like, Dad, you look like a complete idiot.
Wait, so you're listening to him on this stuff?
Yeah,
this
so
advice?
if I get dressed down there, he kind of like, good or bad?
He gives
I can't believe at 54 I'm already at that point. It's not like I'm wearing 407s. New Balances with socks up to my knees.
It's true, although that
Mowing
is...
the lawn in the white New Balance, they've got the grass stains on them.
If you are a girl between the ages of 16 and 21, that is in style. The giant white shoes and the tall socks. Very, very, very short shorts, which I do not suggest that you do. Ashley was at the baseball game yesterday. Justin and Middleton already weighing in on our ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line, wanting to know how your baseball watching commitment is going. I think we know that got thrown out the window the moment you got coupled up.
Oh. See, I even made the bet after we had started dating, and then it went out the window.
Because you didn't think it was going to last? Is that what that was?
No, I just thought
you were going to have a lot of lonely summer nights.
I don't know.
Do you touch one another when it's that hot? I mean, like holding hands or arm around. No?
Not really, no.
I don't think there's any touching.
Well, if they're young. Not young in love.
I'm younger, so it's fine.
Younger than all of us, for sure.
Younger than her.
No touching?
Anything interesting happened at the game yesterday, other than apparently the non-touching, the touching or the non-touching?
Well, I mean, I caught a ball at one point. That was pretty cool.
attaboy.
And then gave it away.
What do you mean you caught a ball?
Well, the home runs, foul balls, or when players come off the field, they'll throw the ball into the stands. And Eugenio Suarez of the Mariners, we were sitting in the Mariners kind of like fan base sections. We were behind their dugout. After the second inning, was throwing a ball up to a group of kids and fans that were just like, waving their arms up like crazy people. And nobody happened to be paying attention. We were the 27th row, so far enough back to where he would have really had to throw it over the netting. And I looked, like, as he was throwing it, and I was like, no one's paying attention, especially my girlfriend, who really doesn't care about anything that's happening at the game. And I caught it with my hand, and I immediately turned, and I saw a kid in the corner of my eye and handed it to him and just went right up the stairs and went on my way. And like 20 minutes later, we were walking around, and I was like, did I have to do that?
What, catch the ball?
No, I was protecting her. She would have gotten hit, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, you should catch the ball to protect your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, you should
mean
do
give
that.
it to a kid?
Did I
you're
have
saying.
to? Is it the same protocol?
Wait, you had like giver's remorse.
A little bit. Not like a lot. I was going to do it regardless, but like a little bit, I was like, that would have been
What the hell would you do with the ball?
Play catch with it. I would have used it 100%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just assumed it'd be like a memento of the date. Like Dario's a big memento guy. Like he'll save movie tickets. He's got a box of stuff, and it's kind of romantic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like,
I guess
it's kind of nice that
I'm
he's got.
sentimental about like little stuff.
Yeah,
not
he's
like
sentimental about that type of stuff. He saves every card that I've ever given him, but like little things from when he'll grab a business card at a restaurant that we go to, throw it in the box. Like I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
So if you had kept the ball as kind of like you and your girlfriend at the White Sox game, you're a lifelong baseball fan, you're a lifelong White Sox fan. They actually ended up winning yesterday.
Yeah, he doesn't want to remember this season.
Yeah, no,
that's probably part of the reason he gave it away too.
Nah.
Don't remember the 2023 White
giving
Sox.
her the ball as a memento would have been a good idea. Damn it. Did I have to give this stupid kid?
No, well, first of all, you don't know if he's a stupid kid.
I don't know if he's not. He couldn't catch it, so.
Yes, you needed to give it to the kid. You're an adult.
Not like I'm 99% sure that I had to do this.
So I think this is what bothers me about it is this instinctive programming, automatic reaction to catching a ball. Like, you've been programmed, give the ball to a child, find the closest child. Like, that's what I don't love about this. I subscribe to the give the ball to a child, but I think you should think about it. And in Ashy's case, I think a good case could have been made that he deserved to keep it.
Yeah, but I didn't.
No,
especially if he had giver's remorse 20 minutes later.
If you want to remember something from the game, buy her something else. Especially if she's not paying attention.
Not the same.
I look super cool doing this. I just want to say.
But she wasn't even paying attention. She didn't even see you do it.
She saw me catch it. She was very impressed.
But you caught it.
Yeah, that I caught it.
The way you tried to sell that, I don't believe she was very impressed.
What if she wanted the ball? Like, what if after you gave it? Because again, this sounds like it was a bang bang play. This sounds like it was a snap decision of catch the ball, give the ball.
I did all in one motion. Like
exactly.
I just knew what I was like.
And what if she afterward was like, "Hey, I would have liked to have kept that ball." Like, this is all I'm saying
I
is
would have gone and stolen that
take
ball
a
from
beat,
that kid.
take a breath, take a moment.
Yeah.
Don't do something because society has programmed you to give the ball to a kid. I'm not
You're saying like this is the wrong thing. Oh, society is no, it's the right thing.
I just don't think that anything should be robotic. I think you should have free will.
Is that why you drive past every stop sign you see?
Why?
That's exactly why. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that you're hearing what I'm saying.
Why do you get to keep the ball in baseball games, but in football and basketball you have to give it back?
That's a great point. I would guess quantity. They've got a lot more baseballs rolling around than basketballs
there's a
and
lot
footballs.
of footballs, though. I mean, I think they go into a game with like 18 or 20.
Okay.
Easier to conceal a baseball than it is a football or basketball.
You're not stealing the baseball. It's not like someone comes into the stands and says,
carrying it out.
unless you're flipping the Mets player, that moron. Right?
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, yes.
Who threw the guy's first hit
into the stands.
and
Just
then-
didn't even realize what was going on.
And then, by the way, like it was Pete Alonso's mistake. The girl was like, "No, you're gonna have to give me something for it."
But I remember the ball boys when I played. The kickers doing warm-ups and they'd shank one every now and go into the stands, and the fans didn't want to give the ball back, and the ball. No, you have to give it back.
I guess Major League Baseball, I guess, is less cheap than the NFL.
Yeah. That's why I didn't throw the ball into the stands, because they'd hit you for $100.
I would also
and
argue
I'm
that
like,
the contracts back that up.
Do you think that the guy, you remember the guy, I think it was a game you guys played in, against the Bears, who jumped into the tunnel and caught the football?
Yes.
Before?
On Monday night.
Do you think he got to keep that?
I hope so, because that was awesome.
I mean, he sacrificed himself
that
to jump
was
into the tunnel.
Unbelievable. But
he
we
held
get
on.
charged, guys that well, number one, I think you get fined, and then you have to pay for the ball.
Yes.
I'm not paying $100 to throw a ball into the stands. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's like $5,100. I think it's the $5,000 fine plus the $100.
Yeah.
But
that
why do you
seem
get to
stupid.
keep that one when they throw it in? You know what I'm saying? Like Marshawn Lynch scores a touchdown.
I don't know.
Launches it 20 rows up.
Because they're making money on the deal. They're probably getting those footballs for $19.99, and they're charging us $100, right? But every time you
They're
see
making money on your ass.
when you see a guy scores first touchdown or whatever, and they bring it over to the sidelines, you get charged for that football.
That's hilarious.
Payroll the duck.
But don't they give out a ball? Don't they give a game ball to a
If you
guy?
win.
So they just mark that in the ledger then? It's in the books? It's like, well, if we win this, we're going to have to give up the ball because it's the game ball and we have to give it to the player. Like, that's
no,
weird.
too late.
Like,
you already
every
took it out of
time-
circulation.
Yeah,
you get
it's
charged
so
for that.
Every
weird.
time we won a game, an offensive player gets a game, and they paint it. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool. I've got 8 or 9 of them. The offensive gets
Kind
a
of a
ball.
big deal.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Defense and then special teams.
Have you watched quarterback? Kirk Cousins has 30 of them up
Does
on
he
top
really?
of his shelf. Of
I don't even
different
know
games.
where those are at.
So getting back to Ashley's ball, just the one.
Sorry, pal. Didn't realize.
Hey, why are you talking my business on the streets? Who would you have kept the ball from? That, I think, plays a role in this as well. Like you mentioned Shohei at one point, Shu. If Shohei tosses the ball up into the stands, are you keeping that Shohei ball?
Maybe. I'd think about it for a half second more.
And then you'd give it to the kid because society.
The 3 players that come to mind are Frank Thomas, who was my very first favorite baseball player, Paul Konerko, who is my all-time favorite baseball player, and Barry Bonds, who's the greatest baseball player of all time. Those are my top 3.
So no one that is currently playing baseball.
No. And again, I'm pretty sure I would still give it to the kid.
Yeah, because it's not like they hit the ball; they just threw it in the stands.
That
So they
means
just touched it.
Even better, they touched it. Not just their bat; they touched it, Gabe.
They
can transfer powers.
No, you're an adult. You don't need a ball.
I'm
Turn
barely
and
an
give
adult.
it to a child.
All I'm saying is,
think about
it shouldn't be an absolute. That's what I'm saying. There are variables, there are conditions, there are scenarios. So Ashley should have the opportunity to think through it. And I'm not saying think through it for 20 minutes, like when he had the giver's remorse, but think through it for a second. Hey, would I like to have this? Before he just automatically turns to the closest child, which, by the way, guys, there is no guarantee that that's going to make that kid's day, right? That's the age-old, no, but that's the age-old argument is that you just made that kid's day. You gave him a baseball. I got to tell you, I got kids, they get a baseball, they got to be
the kid
aware.
was running to catch the ball, so he was going out of his way.
That's the difference.
That was why.
But again, programming and just robotic, if you turn to the closest kid and they've been sitting there on their phone playing Candy Crush instead of watching the game, maybe you don't give them the ball.
That's why when you sit down in your seats, you scout your section and you make that decision before you even catch the ball. You got to prepare. You got to do your scouting report when you sit down in your section.
Gabe's not wrong, and I did have to explain to my girlfriend that this is the protocol and this is what you're supposed to do. Beforehand, we were talking about it because we'd seen a couple of things happen.
But
and I was
that's what I'm trying to say, Ashy. You said to your girlfriend, this is what you got to do. This is the protocol.
I taught her all sorts of etiquette yesterday.
It's a programming thing as opposed to hey, I just want that kid to have the ball.
It was pretty cool, though.
Because people have been ridiculed, people have been criticized, people have been
Rightfully
chastised for not giving a child the ball. And oh, by the way, who's to say I don't have a kid at home who would love to have that ball? My kid's in school today. I just caught a ball at the White Sox game. My kid would like to have that ball.
They
right?
You must be present to win.
Okay, then give me the rules, Gabe, because you got them.
No,
you got this whole list of unwritten rules for the ball.
If you are old enough to attend a baseball game without your glove.
Well, that's a separate conversation, which we don't have time for.
Definitely seen a lot of adults
I'm
with
not against
gloves.
that. I don't do it, but I'm not against it.
So as long as you're old enough, which once you get out of high school, I mean, maybe I'd accept around early college. But once you have a job, once your full-time job and you attend a baseball game, you catch a foul ball, you give it to a kid. It's that simple.
Gabe,
you don't need it.
You can't use the full-time job thing. I was part-time for 5.5 years when I was quote-unquote an adult. I was not bringing a glove. So you're saying, could I have kept the ball then?
No, because you're still. You were in the workforce.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to use your rules.
You were in the workforce. You know what I mean. You're trying to split the finest fares. There's one exception.
I'm not trying to.
There is one exception. You're sitting in the bleachers, and it's a home run. We're
That's
talking.
worth a lot of money.
First home run where you're going to get something for it.
That's garbage.
The 500th home
there's
run.
a question
That's
for
garbage.
The 500th home run, the 600th home run.
Aaron
then
Judge
you hold on that.
breaks the home run record.
Yeah, you hold on to that because it's worth something.
Oh, so you're a little bit of a phony now.
Yeah,
you're a little bit of a phony.
No, I said that's the exception.
That's Gabe's all about me. He's like, I got to get in this scenario.
You get paid,
It's all
but
about Gabe.
what I'm talking about is the Eugenio Suarez lob it through the.
He
lob
was
it in
a
there.
no exception
And
to
he
the
was-
rule.
No, I
and
said
now
there
he's
was one
changing
exception.
the rule.
I was just explaining to you. I just started that with there was one exception. That's all I said. There's the one exception.
Busted.
Gabe, answer me this question. Have you ever kept a ball from a kid?
No. Even when I was a kid, I give it to a different kid.
Okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying. We can't take anything that you say seriously. You were giving balls away when you were 8. Good grief. No wonder adult Gabe gives it all away. 8-year-old Gabe was giving away the balls. We've got Jason Wilde coming up next. Hey, we'll ask him, what is ball protocol?
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We do have some delays a little bit on southbound 43 just south of Capitol Drive. A couple pockets of heavy traffic all the way down past Locust. On everywhere else, actually looking pretty good. Not seeing any incidents up on the board or slowdowns for that matter. Traffic is brought to you by Evans Transportation Delafield, where they provide customized logistics solutions to keep you and your business moving forward. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is in effect until 7 tonight for most of southeast Wisconsin. Today, though, early fog, sunny, hot and humid with a high of 93 in the afternoon, turning cooler near the lakeside. And tonight, slight chance for a thunderstorm early, then some clouds, a low of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
You want chaos? Oh, we've got chaos. Scalzo and Brust. Weekdays from 4 to 6.
Somebody was trying to tell the city of Milwaukee to shut down the radio station because Ben doesn't support the home team, and Ben didn't say anything bad about the Packers.
Do you know what this is?
All he's doing is wearing a New York Jets jersey with Aaron Rodgers on the back.
Scalzo and Brust. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Bud Light.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hun, we need to stop putting off getting life insurance.
I know. It's just been so busy, and I'm sure the cost is out of our budget.
Well, Jen told me that they got a $500,000 term life insurance policy from Ethos for less than $23 a month. All online with no complicated forms and no medical exam. All they had to do was answer a few health questions.
Wait, no medical exam and all online?
I know, right? It's not easy to think about, but if something happened to you, James and I would be...
Okay, I get it. Let's get a quote from Ethos right now. Wow, you were right. There's no medical exam, and Ethos makes the whole online process fast and easy. And look at these rates and coverage options. It's great protection and totally fits our budget.
Ethos. They've removed all the barriers from getting coverage. Go to checkethos.com to get your free online quote. That's checkethos.com. Quote based on a healthy, non-smoking 30-year-old male with a 20-year term policy. Rates may vary.
The Bog in Saukville is Ozaukee County's best golf experience. 18 championship holes designed by the legendary golfer Arnold Palmer, settled amongst 250 acres of beautiful private land. The Bog caters to golfers of all skill levels, offering a golf experience unlike any other. Come enjoy the finest golf greens in Wisconsin, and after your round, enjoy a bite to eat in our restaurant or out on our new patio bar overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy the Bog.
Ready, down, put.
All Packers, all the time.
But I had somebody retweet it to me and say, "Wild throw?" ? I mean, no, like good throw, but also I would say, like if Aaron Rodgers made that throw, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We'd be like, oh, that's good.
Okay, most of the time.
Almonds specifically or all nuts?
Well, these nuts, those nuts, whatever nuts work.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Brought to you by Boucher Automotive. With 16 different new car brands and over 35 pre-owned brands to choose from. Boucher Automotive. We are driven by you. And by the Bridgewater Modern Grill. Nestled in the heart of Milwaukee's emerging Harbor District. Enjoy a specialty crafted menu centered around a custom oak-fed grill.
We do love talking to Jason Wilde about the Green Bay Packers. But every once in a while, we got a topic that transcends the local teams. And that is the case this morning. Good morning, Jason. How are you doing today?
Wow. Okay. I can't wait to find out what this is.
So, Ashley, do you want to tell Jason the bullet points, the Cliff's Notes of yesterday's outing?
Yeah, I'm obviously a notorious great storyteller, so I'll give it a shot here. Jason, yesterday I went to the White Sox game, and I was sitting on
the self-awareness, guys, the self-awareness.
I was sitting on the first base side, which is where the Mariners dugout was, and I was sitting near a bunch of Mariners fans just coincidentally, and Eugenio Suarez, who plays for the Mariners, threw a ball into the stands after an inning, like he was going to throw it to some fans. No one happened to be paying attention. It was thrown right in my general vicinity. I barehand caught it. Pretty nice stretch out if you don't mind me telling you that. I turned around and immediately gave it to a child and then just walked away. And about 20 minutes later, as I was walking around the concourse with my girlfriend, I was like, kind of wish I had kept that ball.
So the dilemma, Jason, is that... Go ahead.
Story?
Yeah, that was the story.
I actually think you did a pretty good job, guys.
You're a great storyteller. And then we were walking around, and I said, gosh, I wish I would have kept that ball.
So the dilemma, of course, is not that we don't think you should give a ball to the kids, and this is where I'm coming from. I just don't love that it has been programmed into people to automatically hand the ball to a child as opposed to having the, 20-second contemplative moment of, would this ball represent something? Would I like to have it? 20 minutes from now, 20 days from now, 20 years from now, will I wish I had that ball? Ashley was with his girlfriend. He was watching his favorite team at his favorite ballpark. They actually won the game. I think there's a bunch of different things where you could say, it would have been a nice memento that you can't just buy at the pro shop. You can't just buy at the team store of that outing.
And what has been the consensus on the panel?
Well, Gabe says you give a ball, you give a ball, you give a ball. He got called the Oprah? Gabe Oprah Neitzel by Justin and Racine. Everyone gets a ball.
You catch a ball, you give it to a kid.
Except Gabe said if the ball's worth money, if it's like Aaron Judge's.
Yeah, it's a record-breaking dinger. You got to hold on to that thing.
Yeah, first of all, it's not like you caught like the game-winning home run, right? It was like the final out of the end ball that he's tossed.
Yeah. Final out,
okay.
And it was an impressive catch again, I must add. So, it just would have felt nice, maybe.
So here's the critique that I would give. I'm a big half-measure guy. I love compromise. Selfie with your...
Solomon?
No. Yeah, thank you. By the baby. No. Selfie, you, the ball, and your lovely girlfriend, who I can't wait to meet, and then the giveaway.
Yep, I feel like kind of would have worked.
That would have been nice.
Jason, are you a memorabilia guy?
I guess a little bit. Like, I have some items, but the one thing that I've never quite understood is the concept of the purchased autograph. Like, I always kind of feel like the autograph is like evidence that you had an interaction with this famous person. Now, I did find at Goodwill, which I can't imagine why anybody would get rid of such valuable, priceless items like this, but I did find once one of those little headliners. They're not bobbleheads per se. They're much smaller, but it was of one Mark Chimura, and as you know, I then had you sign it so I could put it in my office at Lambeau Field. I have, what else do I have in there? I have the paintballs that Brett Favre fired at my 1999 Saturn that I picked up off the ground. So that kind of stuff. I just, I'm a believer in the sentimental memorabilia, not the purchased memorabilia. And in that case, this was your first White Sox game with your lovely future wife, right? So,
Yeah.
I can understand why you'd want to hold on to that. I get it. I totally get it. But I also think you did the absolute right thing because you are one of the best human beings I know.
I just think, Jason, people have been beaten down on this. They have seen other baseball fans or other people at stadiums get ridiculed or criticized or, absolutely destroyed on social media when they choose to keep a ball and there's a kid in the general vicinity and it shows up on the cameras, it shows up on the television, and then it gets clipped and shared on social media, and then you have to defend why you wanted to keep the ball. And I said, this to me is a programming. We've been programmed to think, oh God, where's the kid? I got to give it to a kid. Find a kid. Okay, good. I gave it to a kid. Phew. And you don't even have that moment of like, oh, maybe my kid at home would have liked the ball that I caught. You know what I mean? So just my whole thing is like it feels a little forced.
So my only question, like I don't watch a lot of Sports Center or spend a lot of time on social media anymore. If you're like reaching in front of the kid to catch the ball, or if there's a scrum and the kid is right in the mix. But like this kid was like eating his helmet nachos or whatever, right? Like they weren't paying attention.
No, so
didn't steal it away.
The ball didn't actually go anywhere near a child. It was going straight for my girlfriend, and I caught it so that it didn't hit her because I'm awesome and I wanted to protect her. Obviously.
Very chivalrous.
Thank you. Exactly.
Now that was a
Thank
good
you.
story.
Yeah.
Fake, but good.
No, I was protecting her from getting hit by the ball. But the kid was running towards the ball, like he was running down the steps to see where the ball was going to land, and then he ended up right next to me as I caught it and said, "What up?"
Yeah, I don't think if there had been video evidence of this that you would have been pilloried. I understand completely what Jen is saying, and I think she's right in a number of instances. This one does not sound like one where they would have looked and said, "Look at this big oaf stealing this ball and not giving it to a kid." I think it would have been.
In fairness, I did get like a standing ovation, so
Okay.
Now
So he's trying to
now you're
recover his
going too
bad
far.
story.
Okay, you've gone from now you've
That's
saved your
true.
girlfriend's life
Yeah.
and
could
then
have.
got a standing ovation.
I caught it barehanded.
Do we have the ability
And
to shut his mic
afterward,
off?
when the White Sox won the
Yeah.
game, they said, I think we did it because that one guy gave the ball to the kid and he inspired us all to victory. Yeah,
that's how I view it.
that's what happened.
Jason, would you give up a fifth-round pick for Trey Lance?
There he is.
God, I love your segues. I'm still thinking about what would have made Ashton look worse, and I think if he was wearing his baseball mitt, I think would have made him look worse. Like if he'd stretched across like a first baseman to save his girlfriend. By the way, great way of improving that story, by the way. You've really done a great job.
I'm working on it for when I tell the office later.
Yeah.
Just worked. Wait, we're the workshop.
There's nothing better than being able to workshop a story.
Just keep
There's
going.
nothing better.
Shouldn't you use the office as the workshop and then have the refined one come out on the radio?
I don't have that opportunity today.
Or any day, really. There's no one here when we're here.
Jason, would you give up a fifth-round pick for Trey Lance?
I would. Yeah, I sure would.
That just to me, it seems like he hasn't gotten a fair shake.
No, he's had injury.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to agree with you. I mean, I wouldn't do that if I'm the Packers just because of what they've got going on right now. But if I'm a team that is uncertain about my quarterback, I'm looking to get a bargain. Now, I don't know what the compensation will be if and when the 49ers trade him. I was thinking of it from a different perspective, which is, I just wrote something for the State Journal this morning that was, how much we saw Jordan Love improve from July 26th to today. Now, I still don't believe that in any way, shape, or form guarantees he's going to be successful this season. But if you went in with somewhat low expectations, you cannot deny that he got better and had really good throws and really good moments, and it looks like he's in command of the offense and all those things. He's not a rookie. He's a fourth-year player, so remember that. It's not like C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, but I thought he has had, yesterday was the last open practice, so I took that moment to basically take stock, and I thought he had a very good camp. Now I'm eager for the games to start and to see what he does when he plays an entire game against a defense that can hit him, against a defense that has game plan for him, and when there is pressure to win, because he is fantastically even-keeled. I like everything about his personality. I wish he was a little more colorful of an interview, but maybe that'll come in the weeks and months ahead. But I had there's some guy on Twitter who clipped what I said to Homer about it being a boring practice, which it was. Jordan Love threw 15 passes yesterday in practice. I mean, it was basically run heavy for all the 11-on-11 periods. So clearly they were doing some installs in the run game, right? So it was, and he threw a pick. He also threw a great touchdown to Luke Musgrave, but I continue to be baffled by this portion of the fan base that just all they want, basically they want cheerleading for Jordan Love about how great he is. And if that's why you're listening to us or that's why you're reading or whatever else, man, that's not what I'm here for. So let some of these fans masquerading as media handle that instead, because I like him, and I think he improved a lot. And I went into this season really excited to see what would happen. And I still am, but that realm of social media, it has just worn me down, because it's almost as if everyone, we got fans who are allowed to video stuff during 11-on-11 and we're not. I don't see anybody posting the interceptions he throws in practice.
Well, Jason, it's funny that you say that, because I was talking to Gabe this morning and I said, sounds like Jordan Love had another good day. And Gabe said, I heard it was up and down, or, and you mentioned the pick. And I said, oh, that's so interesting. PackersNews.com, the headline literally says, Jordan Love has another good day. So if someone's out there consuming, and let's just say you're just flying through and you're just skimming, you see that headline and that's your takeaway from Wednesday's practice.
Yeah, I don't want to critique other people's work, but he threw 15 passes in 11-on-11. I mean, I don't know. I understand that people want positive reviews. I'm happy to give them when they are earned. He had a great throw to Luke Musgrave. He had another throw to Musgrave that Musgrave dropped. That was a good throw. But again, I just want to get to the regular season. I just want every piece of film, and for all the amateur scouts and everybody that have NFL Plus, they can go through the all 22 and they can share their own evaluations of him. I've never claimed to be qualified to pronounce whether Trey Lance or Jordan Love or any of these guys are great quarterbacks or not. All I want is for every play that every snap that he takes, every move he makes, people will be watching him. Thank you to the police, because that way it's all out there and it's not open to just interpretation. Like yesterday, the stands were about half full because it was 200 degrees out, and if somebody writes that he had another good day, great, but also there were not so good moments. That's what up and down means. It doesn't mean it was all down. It means there were ups and then there were downs. I don't know how, I saw somebody wrote, with the exception of the interception. Well, if you throw that interception in a game in a critical moment, no one is going to be or should be saying, well, except for that interception that cost them the game when they were driving for the go-ahead score, he had a really good game. To put unfairly low expectations on a quarterback because you like him or you want him to succeed, that doesn't do him any favors. And me just coming on here and being sunshine and rainbows every day, telling you how good he is, and then he goes to Chicago, and I don't think this is going to happen, but it could. He goes and throws 3 picks, and they lose 31-3. Then I haven't done my job of accurately depicting what he has done. And he's done really good things, And then he's had some moments, and then he's had some throws, like against New England in the second joint practice, where he wasn't very good. And that's what I'm trying to give, is the realistic view of what Jordan Love has been throughout the summer.
Jason, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, everybody, take care. Be good.
He's Jason Wilde and Tausch, right after Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, right here on ESPN Milwaukee. Please consider Professional Construction Inc. in Waukesha for all of your construction needs. I'm not sure how much I have to talk about the basement remodel that the folks over at Professional Construction Inc. are handling, and it is going so smoothly. Like, no worries, no stress, no fears by us, because we know that we have put our basement, our remodel, in great hands. Mike and Michelle operate a family-owned company. They believe in building relationships, giving back to the community, and doing exceptional work on your project. And that is why, when we decided to redo our basement, the only team that we would have in our home every day making those changes is Professional Construction Inc. Go to their website for more information to see what they have done, what they can do for you. ProfessionalConstructionInc.com, ProfessionalConstructionInc.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We are moving along pretty well so far this morning. Your usual delay is coming in from just south of Hampton, or south of Silver Spring, down past Hampton Avenue to about Locust on southbound 43. The northbound side is clear at the moment. East and westbound 94 moving smoothly all the way from Waukesha County into the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is in effect until 7 p.m. for most of southeast Wisconsin. Today, early fog, sunny, hot and humid with a high of 93, but it'll be turning cooler near the lake in the afternoon. Tonight, slight chance for thunderstorms early, then some clouds, a low of 70. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazagon, 94.5 ESPN.
This is going to be interesting, so pay attention.
Mountains and trees, ducks and hunting dogs, dinosaur bones, meteorites, steel that's carved like the leather stirrups on a Western saddle, Damascus steel, like they make swords out of, carbon fiber, hardwood,
manly things,
hardwood. You already said that. I know, I just like the sound of it. Hardwood. It does have a nice ring to it.
Ring? I see what you did there.
I'm sorry, I got us off track.
Kessler's has wedding bands for men.
Real men.
Made of manly things.
He wants you to wear a big, beautiful diamond so that everyone you meet will know how much he loves you.
Why not insist that he wear something equally cool?
You'll tell your grandkids about the day you went shopping for this wedding band at Kessler's when they ask,
"Where did you get such a cool ring? And what is it made of?"
Welcome to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
To be labeled as bourbon, a whiskey must be distilled from a mash that is at least 51% made of this grain.
What is corn?
Correct.
I'll take liquor for 800.
A cocktail of rum, grapefruit juice, lime juice, simple syrup, and maraschino liqueur is a daiquiri named for this American author.
Who is Ernest Hemingway?
Correct again, Marie. You're on a roll.
Liquor for 1,000, Ken.
Taking a shot of whiskey and immediately chugging a beer is a quote-unquote recipe for this drink, named because it was once served to workers ending their shifts.
What is a Boilermaker?
Unbelievable. Tell us, how do you know so much?
Well, Ken, I am from Discount Liquor, where we have an encyclopedia-like knowledge of all things alcohol. We've been a family-owned and operated business since 1960, and we've all grown up with alcohol as a second language. Our business has literally served multiple generations of Wisconsinites. In Milwaukee, on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha, on Main and Barstow.
Discount Liquor. Football season is back, and nothing beats seeing your favorite team live. Not only does Vivid Seats have great deals on great seats, they're the official ticketing partner of ESPN and the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. Catch every pass, every tackle, and every heart-pounding play live and in person. Fan out all season long with tickets from Vivid Seats. To score tickets backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, download the app or visit vividseats.com today. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I'm right-handed, but
I'm with
yeah.
Gabe here, yeah. I feel more confident in my left hand here, just cupping right now, other than my other hand cupping.
Mostly because I also...
I get a lot more work on the right hand.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Every breath you take, and every move you make.
Holy moly, reaction, Jackson. There's a lot of reaction rolling in on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and
Over the
text line.
police?
I love the police.
Yes.
I think I've told you guys, one of my favorite songs to run to is Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Because just think for a minute about how pop, 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 pop. What do they call it? It's not RPMs, but it's, beats.
BPM.
Beats per minute. That's got a real high beats per minute. So if you want to sprint, I'm going to do a little bit of an 800.
I got to find a good playlist. Right now, I've just been running with podcasts.
Ooh, no.
Just kind of catching up on any long podcasts I have, but I feel like I need to kind of mix it up, I think. Have a good running playlist.
What is the date of this half marathon?
We're coming up on almost a month away. I think we're like 5 weeks away from Sunday.
You want my playlist?
Yes. I would love to see a Mark Chimura playlist.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, huge on Leonard Skinner.
Perry.
Steve Perry is the best. Watch
Queen's
maybe
Reich.
the best inspirational movie I've been looking for months. Finally found it on Tubi. The best.
Oppenheimer?
Vision Quest. Have you ever seen Vision Quest?
I was going to guess the Weird Al spoof movie.
You love that movie.
Vision Quest?
He loves Vision Quest.
Why?
It's such a great movie. You
What's
want to
it
get
about?
fired up to go do something? Watch Vision Quest. Wrestling.
It's about sweaty dudes.
If you want to get fired to do something,
Fired.
sit down. Get fired up to do something. Sit down on this couch. Watch this movie
this
for 2 hours, and then
blows
go
Rocky
do it.
away.
No
It's not even
chance.
close.
Why are you the only person who is saying that Vision Quest is a more motivational movie than Rocky?
I am not alone. Don't test me on this. Milk and the ice cream.
I am going to put on the poll right now.
How do you
Is
think
Vision
you
Quest.
won the milk and the ice cream? Because Ashley's mom.
There were
Lied.
3 other
Lied.
people that do it. So the fact that he wasn't alone, he thought he won.
That, of course, from the talk and text line. Guys, we are getting a lot of reaction from this. Okay. Unnamed in the 262. Oh, it's Bruce and Eagle. He added his name. My family and I were at the last game at County Stadium. At the end of an inning, Jeremy Burnitz was running off the field after catching the final out. He tosses the ball to my son, who was 5. The guy next to him caught it and kept it. My son was upset, but he got over it. Several months later, we received an autographed Jeremy Burnitz baseball in the mail.
Oh, that's awesome.
My son doesn't remember any of this.
Well, he was 5.
Bruce in Eagle. Rudy from Sheboygan weighing in say, Ashton, don't feel bad one bit about any of this. God gave you that frame for a reason, and that reason is to box out any undeserving kid punk.
That's a positive.
That's not what happened.
That's not Rudy, I need you to understand. I gave the ball to the kid. Who was right
Kids
next
gotta earn that ball.
By climbing on top of Andre the Giant's shoulders over there?
Jeremy and Grafton weighing in saying, so Jen, I was attending a Brewers spring training game this year where I saw an adult knock over a little kid and dive for a foul ball on the concourse. The kid hits his head on the concrete when he fell. Are you saying the adult's actions were in the right? What?
No, that's not even
That's exactly
close
what
to
Jen
you
is
said.
saying.
Hey, you stop it right
That's
now,
exactly
Gabe.
what she's saying.
That's ridiculous. Have I said that one
Wants the
time?
kid out of color.
Have I said
Yeah, no.
knock down a kid to get a ball? No, I'm hoping that is just a he popped
Facetious,
in.
yeah.
I'm hoping he popped into the conversation late and misinterpreted. No, I'm not saying that at all. Never knock down a child. Don't be that aggressive, obnoxious, like run to catch it. The ball came to Ashton. He was on a date with his girlfriend. He was at his favorite ballpark, his favorite team. They win the game. It
I
could
don't
have
know
been
if
a
it's his
nice
favorite ballpark.
memento.
It is.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not their favorite ballpark.
It is, okay. You know what?
Can
We're not
I
gonna do this now.
continue, please?
It's the top 3 place in the world for me.
It would have been a nice momentum. Memento.
Memento.
Yeah,
It
ooh,
would've
there
been-
we
it
go.
would've- it
See,
would've
Gabe,
been
you
momentum, too.
stopped. You interrupted me. You interrupted me.
I'll help you up, Jen. It would have been momentum too. You never know.
Memento for the day, for the outing, for the experience. You don't got to walk into the team store. I'm just saying this programming that we have of automatically handing the ball to the closest kid is going to get somebody. Again, Ashley regretted it 20 minutes later. He wished he hadn't given it away. Wished he had kept it.
What are you going to do with it? I'll buy you a baseball to play catch.
Doesn't have the same sentimentality.
Hold on.
Yeah, but he said he was going to bring it home just to play catch.
I would have used it because I'm not sure. What do I do?
Use it for what?
Play
paperweight?
You know when you get one of those knots behind your scapula,
Yeah.
you take the baseball, you put it on the wall, and you roll up on it.
I play catch all the time. Sure, I would have used it.
Practicality. We got to take a break on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, but we roll on after this. Have you guys been to Potawatomi Sportsbook yet? If you haven't, why not? It is such a great spot, and it's only going to get better. But they have done such a good job of putting together this Potawatomi Sportsbook at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Self-service kiosks, and I guess more are on the way. Odds boards, wall-to-wall TVs, free parking, great food, a full-service bar, and they're even adding more counters. So if you want to talk to a representative, you want to talk to somebody about the bets you're going to make, they've got them there as well. Put your game face on, Milwaukee. It is time to bet big and bet bold at the Potawatomi Sportsbook at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN. After a tough battle, Catholic Memorial looks to get back on track. The Crusaders play host to the Marquette Hilltoppers on Friday night. Gabe Neitzel and Mike Bedole have the call starting at 6:30 right here on 94.5 ESPN. Catholic Memorial Football on 94.5 ESPN is brought to you by R&R Insurance, Gerald Nell Inc., Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Wind Dancer Balloon Promotions, Suburban Asphalt, Perspire Sauna Studio, Home Sealed Exteriors, BC Adhesives, and Lake 5 Landscape Supply.
Got chronic joint pain but want to avoid steroids and surgery? Take some advice from pro football legend Emmitt Smith. Call QC Kinetics.
Let QC Kinetics help you improve your quality of life with biologic therapies that get your body to repair and restore damaged tissue.
These exciting new regenerative treatments from local medical professionals can help your body heal itself with lasting pain relief.
Trust me, you want to avoid surgery if you can. Check out these biologic treatments to see what your options are.
QC Kinetics. Restorative regenerative solutions with no downtime, no surgery, no drugs.
I'm talking about joint pain we all can relate to in your knees, your shoulders, your hips, and your lower back. They'll get you feeling good again.
Get relief now.
What are you waiting on? Make the call to QC Kinetics. Tell them Emmitt Smith sent you.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
We're rolling out store-wide savings this Labor Day at the Home Depot. Like up to $15 off Scott's Winter Guard Turf Builder. Because long weekends are all about getting outside, putting down roots for the fall, and feeding a lawn you can enjoy all year round. Shop Labor Day savings at the Home Depot and get up to $15 off Scott's Winter Guard Turf Builder. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And sure, my voice is peanut buttery smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay, Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. I'm on to something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Look at all this space I have on my desk. Finally, no more clutter.
I know, right? Plus, now I can actually see everyone and talk to them whenever I want.
Would you stop trying to ask people if there are more doors or wheels in the world?
Speaking of wheels, these chairs, woo!
I've never been more comfortable at work.
Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors, the official moving and furniture provider of GKB Milwaukee. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Thanks, Ernie. I'm going to Venmo you that money right after the show.
You can't. You don't know how to use Venmo.
Made my
You can't even
workload
say
much
it.
less. But Ernie,
you don't know how to
Ernie,
do it, and I don't know
does
how to
it ever?
On 94.5 ESPN.
I let it go, 'cause I won't see you later when we're not allowed to talk it out. I said I'd go, promised I won't show, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I broke my shoe, took the fell on you, but you didn't know I planned it out. I said I'd go.
Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. I want to get to this list that you guys sent me, ranking these young quarterbacks. It's a piece from The Athletic. Is it Randy Miller? Randy Miller, former NFL GM, who ranks the young quarterbacks. Jordan Love, Desmond Ridder, Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields. We'll tell you where Jordan Love landed on that list as the show goes on. But continuing the reaction to Ashy's, what are we calling it? Giver's remorse? Ball protocol?
I like ball protocol.
Unnamed in the 414 weighing in on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line 800-990-3776. Remember, you can always use that number. Actually, it says John from Evanston. Sometimes you have to go back and look and see a previous text they have sent. I don't think the knuckleheads in the afternoon put the names in the system. I very diligently put names in the system so that I don't say unnamed when they actually have a name.
You feel very satisfied after you put the name in the system.
I do. I feel
you
like
just
it
get
is
this little smile on your
helping
face.
Future Jen do a better show.
Paying it forward to Jen.
Adults should bring a folded sign that says, I'm giving the ball to my own kid in case they catch a foul ball. And I was saying to you guys, if I caught a ball, I would immediately hold my screen of my phone up to the camera and be like, I'm giving it to these people. These people. Look, I have children. These children are going to get the ball. You know what I mean? In case somebody would want to shame me. I did get reaction.
Which one of your kids would you give the single ball to?
I would ask Chase if he wanted it.
How you would do that. Which kid first?
That's a very good point by you, Chew.
I never realized this was a thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea. That is crazy.
Let's see. This from A. Powers. I caught a ball while 9 months pregnant and didn't give it away. I wanted it to be my baby's first ball. I caught flack from some people nearby.
I mean, just a general rule in life. You don't give the pregnant lady flack.
About anything.
Yes.
About anything, anywhere, anytime.
She could be taking a pee in the corner of the concourse, and I'd be like,
and I'm
let
providing,
her be.
We're good.
Hey,
her water broke.
Hey, you need some cover? I'll be. I will be your human shield.
See, and I think that's a very good programming by you, Gabe. But the programming of just hand the ball to a kid, I think takes away some of that free will. I think takes away some of the decision of, do I want the ball? Do I have a child that would like a ball? Is there somebody that I'd like to bring the ball home to? Again, we're not endorsing, we're not condoning diving in front of a group of children who've got their gloves outstretched into the sky and are waiting for it to plop into their glove. No, no one is saying that. But if it falls to you, like it did with Ashy, it fell, next to him and almost hit his girlfriend, and he grabs it, he shouldn't have to automatically.
Again, I stretched miraculously and caught it.
Yes. Why do you say miraculously?
Because he's adding more and more ridiculous details to
Once
the
caught
story.
a fish this big.
Wait, are you trying to act? I thought it was that you are athletic. When you say miraculously, it's like you
That's
overcame.
How far out it was I made this miraculous catch because no one
Stretch
else would have been able to
Armstrong.
get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I mean,
Go
Ken Griffey
gadget
Jr.,
arms.
one of the
I
best center fielders, has
I
made
could
some
call me-
miraculous catches.
You are
Ashley
not
Jr.
athletic.
I am. It's
No, you're not getting that.
On a scale
tag.
of 1 to 10 when it comes to athleticism, I'm
4.
probably a 4. Sure, but that's not a 0. It's not a 1.
He's got a
All right,
point.
so he's subscribing
I was
to
about
my.
to say.
All right, I take it back.
They're more on the same page than you
take
thought.
it back.
Justin and Racine weighing in saying, "What if the kid is the doucher?"
We don't know that. And also, what's funny is I was having this discussion with my girlfriend after it happened because we were talking about it a little bit, and I was like, the thing is, you never know if you giving that kid that ball, maybe if he doesn't deserve it at the time, it's going to turn his life around. You don't know that. So I choose to believe that if the kid is going to get some coal in his stocking for Christmas, him getting the ball is being like, Oh, that's so nice of that person to guys flip his mentality. That's how I choose to.
Is it the ball?
It's not Tiny Tim, okay?
It might be though. You
Oliver Twist. How are Tiny Tim and Oliver Twist making it to the ball game?
Please, sir, may I have a foul ball?
But is it the ball or who last touched the ball? Because if Schlumpy McSchlump who cares? Who really now? If it's Shohei Ohtani, all right, that's kind of a big deal.
You'd keep it.
You'd
keep it if it was Shohei.
Shohei's fingerprints are on the baseball.
DNA. Maybe
Am I right, though? You're going to clone Shohei?
Hey, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
They need to fix his elbow.
Yeah.
Like if the
Poor
third
guy.
string catcher, who flipping cares? I'll go buy a baseball. How much a baseball cost?
I don't understand.
$4?
How are you not
$6, maybe?
recognizing the difference between catching a ball and buying a ball? It's the sentimentality of it. It's a totally different ball.
I am not sentimental at
What do you
all.
think happens to most of those baseballs?
They go in the toy box.
They get used in batting practice.
And then they throw them on the asphalt, and they're all scuffed up, and then they go back 10 years later and go,
But you have the
goodwill.
memory of it. And you're saying Ashley could have. That's why Jason's suggestion from earlier in the
Such
show
a
was
good
so
suggestion.
great.
Yeah.
You and your girlfriend should have taken a picture holding the ball, a selfie, and then.
I don't think that's what you want to do.
I think
with
he did
baseball.
that
Well,
when
that's
got
what he was
home.
hoping
That's
would
why he's so
happen when he caught the ball. It impressed his girlfriend so much
Yeah.
that then he did get the.
Why is the music getting louder? I don't understand.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on after this.
Why?
Full show podcasts, interviews, and special content is available right now at WisconsinOnDemand.com. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy on 94.5 ESPN.
We do have an accident now westbound 94 at about 35th Street. The left lane is blocked, so watch out for the bunching up around that area. Slowing down out of the Marquette to that point. Eastbound slowing down from 76th Street past 35th Street as well. We've also got northbound 41 slowing out of the Zoo interchange up past Watertown Plank. And southbound 43, your usual delays from Silver Spring pretty much all the way down to about Locust. Northbound slowing down now North Avenue up past Keefe. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is still in effect until 7 for most of the southeast Wisconsin area. Today, early fog, sunny then, hot and humid, highs 93. In the afternoon, it'll turn cooler near the lake. Tonight, slight chance for a thunderstorm early, then some clouds, a low of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Brewers action heats up with the battle against the Padres. Friday, August 25th through Sunday, August 27th. Join the crew at the Friday night series opener for Harry Potter Night, presented by Wintrust. And don't miss the game on Saturday, August 26th for a Rowdy Tellez bobblehead giveaway featuring the Brewers slugger and his pet dogs, courtesy of Toyota. Get your tickets at brewers.com/promotions.
Buckle up. It's all systems go at Potawatomi. Plug in to high wattage play and you could win an all-electric BMW i7. Play now through September with your club card. Prize drawings on Thursdays. There's a shocking $800,000 in total prizes on the line, including the luxury BMW i7. It's time to electrify your drive. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. More info at paysbig.com/BMW. Must be 21 years old and a club member to play.
Homer, Tony, living in perfect harmony. Yeah, right.
Jordan Love, first rounder, who's been sitting 3 years behind Rodgers in the system.
Yeah.
Should be a bigger gap between
Yeah, but
he
see,
and-
I think
and
there
Clifford.
is a big gap.
Yeah, but should it be bigger given those?
Then it is.
You're talking a 5th round rookie,
Right.
Versus
Should there be a
first
bigger
rounder.
gap? I think there is a significant gap.
Do you think
I
there
just-
is?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I don't know if there's a.
I think
significant
that-
gap.
Listen to Homer and Tony weekdays from 2 to 4 on 94.5 ESPN and wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. Football Guy.
If that is the case, Tuesday is amazing because you get a free bonus square day off.
Football Guy.
Why is the Friday after Thanksgiving off, but the day before our independence isn't off?
Coming at it from different views. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light. Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. Relive some of the most memorable green and gold moments all season long. Every Wednesday, get to the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube page for Repackables with Gabe Neitzel.
Take a breather. It didn't seem like there was that much of a drop-off.
Well, everybody was good.
Gabe and special guests rewatch and break down select games all leading up to the regular season.
It was one of those games that you knew as a player in that locker room we were going to.
It's Repackables with Gabe Neitzel, only on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube page. After a tough battle, Catholic Memorial looks to get back on track. The Crusaders play host to the Marquette Hilltoppers on Friday night. Gabe Neitzel and Mike Bedole have the call starting at 6:30 right here on 94.5 ESPN. Catholic Memorial Football on 94.5 ESPN is brought to you by R&R Insurance, Gerald Nell Inc., Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Wind Dancer Balloon Promotions, Suburban Asphalt, Perspire Sauna Studio, Home Sealed Exteriors, BC Adhesives, and Lake 5 Landscape Supply. From the tee box to the green and everything golf-related in between.
Same thing with Xander and Cantley. Like those four, because you know you're just going to pair them together. Like those four are safe on this Ryder Cup team. They're safe in 2 years on that Ryder Cup team.
On the tee with Gabe Neitzel and Stephen Watson.
Like JT and Spieth are still your horses. Like they are still your first team out.
On the tee with Gabe and Steven, presented by Wisconsin Golf Trips. Mondays at 6 on 94.5 ESPN.
I don't know if he's going to focus on, just entirely as a hitter as we move forward. So what I'm hearing from folks in the game this morning, including some agents, is that we might be looking at a contract that's essentially split. He gets paid as a position player. Let's say it's a Bryce Harper type money, $330, $350, and then you're going to have an element about pitching, which is going to be potentially incentive based. This is how much you get if you start. We'll give you bonuses if you make starts. We'll give you bonuses if he switches over to be a relief pitcher. And you guys saw him in the WBC. He could be great in that.
Yeah.
But the numbers are completely changed by this injury.
Buster, and I know this is speculation on your part. This is not reporting. But what do you think is in the best advantage of his career moving forward? Do you think he should try pitching again? Or do you think he should just kind of be that incredible batter that we know he could be for the rest of his career?
Yeah, I think he should absolutely try to pitch again and see how that works. Recently we had the Astros on Sunday Night Baseball, and before that game I asked Dusty Baker, what based on what you're seeing in Ohtani, how are you feeling? Tell me what your thoughts are. He goes, he's a bad man. And he talked about, the idea that this guy's giving you that kind of value on both sides. Look, if he comes back and he's a reliever, he could be John Smoltz out of the bullpen, the way that that Hall of Famer was, where he could come in the ninth inning and just blow hitters away for 3 batters, and so maybe his innings are reduced to 60 instead of the 150 to 180 range, and that would be really valuable if he could do that. He has a special talent as a pitcher, and if there's a way to try to keep that going, moving forward, absolutely you try that. But the challenge for teams that are going to be talking to him is, how do you put a number on that, not knowing exactly what he's capable of physically?
Buster on the ESPN Baseball Insider. Hit him on social media, Buster_ESPN, joining Freddie Coleman and Jay Williams this morning on ESPN Radio and ESPNU. We know that there's going to be a serious market for his services. We don't know what the floor is going to be in terms of salaries, but it's going to be a lot of money on that floor for Shohei Ohtani. Realistically, what kind of chance do you give the Angels to re-sign him?
Yeah, and Jay, I think you're right in making, we're letting everybody know. This is speculation at this point. We just got news about this injury just hours ago. But here's my read on it. I think it actually increases the likelihood that he goes back to the Angels. Because if you're the Dodgers and you were frothing over this guy, and I can tell you there were conversations within the Dodgers organization. Hello. This is the guy we want. This is the guy we invest in. Players are talking about it. Now, as I say, it's a challenge to try to put a number on him. And if you're the Dodgers, one hallmark
the
about
right
that
way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I heard it started out in the military where they give it to people in the military. Someone call in. Where they wouldn't get a Woodrow Wilson.
How many other things?
So we claimed that in training camp at St. Norberg's, they were putting saltpeter in our food.
He just did that steroid free.
What's steroids?
Something that makes your pee-pee smaller.
There must be steroids in macaroni.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Okay, so you don't know that they were doing this.
But obviously they were having a discussion. If a lot of people were having issues with the Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah. You know what we should talk about?
Right, how do I do
Ice
this?
cream.
How'd you find these guys, anyways?
Recruiting, boy. When college stars don't get drafted, they need a place to go. A job, money, security. Who drank all the damn Gatorade? Damn it!
And apparently steroids.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it. She's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever. She's too excited. Her man look like
Minor technical difficulties here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Happy to be back with you all. Keep getting us your reaction to Ashy's ball protocol, his giver's remorse. At the White Sox game yesterday, caught a ball thrown into the stands, immediately handed it to a kid. 20 minutes later, wished he had kept the ball. Just, kind of had a little giver's remorse. But he's been programmed to think you have to give it to the kid. And I'm saying you don't always have to give the caught ball to a nearby kid. And Gabe is saying, you get a ball, you get a ball. As one of our loyal listeners said, Gabe is the Oprah of the balls.
What do you need a ball for?
What do you need a ball for?
I don't, so I'm giving it to a kid.
You don't need a ball?
No, maybe.
Two? You're like, I don't have them anymore anyway. I want to get to this article.
That'd be a really good honeymoon trick.
No. I want to. Please continue.
No, you put a little saltpeter in the groom's drink before they leave for their honeymoon.
That would be
That would be mean.
the meanest thing.
Are you friends with this person?
Probably best friends. This is how guys work.
He is uninvited.
I mean, I thought the neat. Is it neat?
The hair, yeah, in the shampoo bottle.
The shampoo bottle was good. I think this might be better.
You could never tell your buddy.
Someone's getting married pretty soon. We'll stop talking.
Brad wants to know if Ashton's girlfriend will ever have a name on the show or if she will only be referred to
It's
as
Emily. This is what you get when you don't share information with me. If you share information with me, I'll be content, okay? You tell Gabe, you tell Jen, you don't tell me. I know you have a secret text chain. You won't admit it.
I don't think he told any of us.
Simple.
He didn't tell any of us. You're the one. Well, your people are the ones who did the digging to find the name. You couldn't even remember the name.
I didn't do anything. I just explained the situation to someone who remains to be silent.
J-Love in the 414. I am moving on as fast as humanly possible. Unless, Ashley, did you want to?
I mean, in fairness, Ashton.
Nope.
He probably went longer than you thought without saying her name.
No.
Given when he knew her name.
No.
He's so mad.
No.
Oh my
He
God, I'm
is?
so mad. I can't even look at him. I'm like,
He'll get over it. Ben did when I said live golf.
I don't even know what that reference is.
Yep. Okay.
No, we don't need to get into it. We don't need. We
You
don't
remember
need
this.
to. We don't need to get into it.
You'll be punished.
Are you talking to Jen or me?
J-Love in the 414. What if Tiger tossed a golf ball and Gabe caught it? Give it to a kid, Gabe?
Oh.
There you go, kid.
No!
You're a liar.
What do I need a golf ball for?
From Tiger
I've got
Woods.
some in my bag.
Tiger Woods
Tiger
golf ball.
ain't- first of all-
it's got the little logo on it, the little Tiger logo, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but I bet you know what it is.
Well, his balls just say Tiger on them.
And you're telling me if you catch a Tiger ball, you're handing it to a kid.
100%.
Liar!
I know enough about Tiger Woods. Kid, you need to be a Tiger Woods fan. Here you go.
I'm the lady from The Princess Bride right now. Liar! That's what you are. Yeah. That's right. I would boo you if you gave that ball to a kid. Give it to me, for the love of God.
What would you not give away if someone threw something to you? I mean, Jesus throws me a nail, I'm keeping that sucker. I mean, I'm not. I don't care if there's a flip. If I'm in the middle of kindergarten class.
But would you at least get a photograph first?
You can't give. I mean, if Jesus is throwing out nails, you can't give a nail to a kid. That's dangerous.
Also, isn't that in poor taste? Jesus throwing out the nails, like it feels a little makes me uncomfortable. If I'm remembering my Bible stories correctly, that is. Nathan in Manitowoc weighing in.
Here.
Is Ashton still with us?
It wasn't like if Jesus is throwing communion or if Jesus is throwing.
He gives you, he gives you a bottle of wine. He took the water, turned it to wine, gave you a bottle.
Would you like some fish?
Specifically, one of the
nails. That's amazing. Nathan in Manitowoc weighing in saying, I caught a ball years ago at a Brewers game. Kept it and caught some crap from the folks around me until I pointed at my pregnant wife and told them I was keeping it for my yet-to-be-born daughter. One drunk dude kept giving me crap the rest of the game, but it is still in my 15-year-old daughter's room to this day. See?
Again,
memento.
Using the pregnant woman as a shield, always smart. Always a smart move by that guy.
The pregnant woman is the shield. But again, 15 years later, It is still in his daughter's room. So it was a memento
still
for
giving
them.
It to a kid.
And some drunken guy at the game was giving him a hard time because we have programmed people to think that what you have to do with a ball that you catch at a game is hand it to a nearby child. And again, guys, I am the neighborhood lady who buys the candy bars, who buys the raffle tickets, who buys the popcorn, who buys the lemonade, because I remember as a kid doing all of those things. And I think that people appreciated the effort, right? Going out there, hustling for the sale. So I'm not anti-kid. I'm not sitting here saying kids don't deserve the balls. I'm simply saying that you have been programmed to think you have to hand it to a child. And in some instances, if you gave it a beat, gave it a breath, gave it a moment, you'd realize, I actually want to keep this. And you should be able to. You shouldn't have to have a sign, like the dude said, in your back pocket. It's like, no, really, I also have children. I shouldn't have to pull out my phone and show you my lock screen to say, look, I got people. Look, this is the Jordan Love. This is what I was trying to get to. This is the article I was trying to get to before we got, Jesus and his nails over here.
You feel bad? Are you gonna have to go to confession for telling a Jesus joke on the air? You're going to feel bad about that?
It's the,
Is it true? Jesus handed him the nail? He's not giving that away.
Jesus likes having his name out there.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Yes.
And you're his PR agency? Is that what's happening?
Man, you would think the Lord would be able to afford someone better than you.
Well, Tim Tebow.
That's what I'm saying. Tebow's out there and you're doing the
job. Do you
job.
think Tebow's giving the nail back? No way.
No,
he might.
He might.
Yeah,
Tebow would.
Might.
Tebow would.
Yeah.
Because you know what Tebow would say? Oh, he'll come back around. I'll get another one. All right, we are going to take a break on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. I do want to get to this article that ranked all of these young quarterbacks: Jordan Love, Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields, Desmond Ridder, et cetera, et cetera. But Gabe, we've got top 8 at 8 right after this.
Everyone is gearing up for the start of the football season for the green and gold, and we've got your chance to see the new QB under center live and in person for that first game. And that's all thanks to Mars Cheese Castle. Head to Mars Cheese Castle in Kenosha now and enter to win by scanning the QR code inside the store. You fill out the form, and then you're entered to win for the chance to get those pair of tickets to the Sunday, September 10th season opener in Chicago. You have only until Tuesday, September 5th to enter at Mars Cheese Castle, and only one fan can be crowned the Big Cheese and win these 2 tickets. Visit ESPN-WisconsinContests.com for official contest rules.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 still dealing with an accident at about 35th Street. The left lane is blocked, so slowing out of the Marquette. Now on the eastbound side, slowing down from 76th Street through the Stadium Interchange. Southbound on 43, slowing from Hampton Avenue down past Locust. Getting word of some foggy conditions heading northbound on 4394, coming up from the Mitchell Interchange up into the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is in effect until 7 p.m. for most of southeast Wisconsin. Otherwise, early fog today. Sunny, hot, and humid with a high of 93, turning cooler near the lake this afternoon. Tonight, slight chance for thunderstorms early, some clouds, a low of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Football Guy.
If that is the case, Tuesday is amazing because you get a free bonus square day off.
Football Guy.
Why is the Friday after Thanksgiving off, but the day before our independence isn't off?
Coming at it from different views. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light. Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My check engine light's on?
That could hurt your gas mileage. The AutoZone free Fix Finder service can help find the fix for free.
Get in zone.
This whole report for free?
That's right, printed and on your phone for free.
Get in zone.
But what if the fix is too tough?
We'll recommend a local shop. Fix Finder, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Meet Bruce.
Hey there.
He's a busy soccer dad who's trying hard to learn the game.
Go for the end zone.
Whoops. Luckily, other things come easy, like banking with Chase. On a tip from his banker, he set up AutoSave in the Chase mobile app. So what are you saving for, Bruce?
Father-daughter soccer camp.
Smart bankers, convenient tools, one bank with the power of both. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
AutoSave requires a Chase checking and savings account. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
The Saganiac Planning Marquette Conference Championship moment. The last Marquette Warriors were Great Midwest Conference champions. 1994, 10-2, 2 games better than St. Louis and UAB, 3 games better than the always tough Cincinnati and Bob Huggins, including a huge 1-point win at Cincinnati. And even more greatness made the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tourney. McIlvain, Key, Eford, Logdeman, Miller, McCaskill, Pieper, Abraham, and Crawford. 1994 Warriors champions. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service, is looking for a new team member. Apply now if you're a passionate salesperson, an entrepreneurial spirit, great presenter and problem solver. Help companies make important decisions regarding their employee benefit needs. We offer a strong compensation package and, of course, a top-notch employee benefit package. Don't miss out on this rare opportunity to become a part of Saganiac Planning. Call Big Papa John Saganiac Sr. 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill in Franklin provides the comfort of an Irish pub with the exciting atmosphere of a sports bar. Locally owned and operated, Mulligan's has 21 HD TVs for you to watch all the big games. Try their award-winning food, including Milwaukee's best chili, Irish lamb stew, and pub specialties. Enjoy the outdoor patio this summer at Mulligan's, voted Milwaukee's best happy hour and best Irish pub. A fun place to be on game day or any day. It's Mulligan's Irish Pub and Grill on 27th Street in Franklin, where everyone gets an extra stroke.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pie. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach. Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed.
Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken! Oh my God!
Show me chicken!
Sponsored by Milwaukee Pretzel Company. Win a Bavarian soft pretzel lovers gift pack from the Milwaukee Pretzel Company. Shop now at MilwaukeePretzel.com.
Gabe, what do we have today for our top 8 at 8 list?
All right, I have a list of 8 things in front of me. Jen and Chew will guess back and forth. Once they each get one incorrect, sometimes they take a mulligan too. We open up to you, the fans, at 800-990-3776. The person to get the last one on the list wins that great prize pack, courtesy of our friends at Milwaukee Pretzel Company. I started going down a baseball route, realized that the list was way too hard, so we went back to football.
Wait, just out of curiosity, what was the baseball list you were trying to...
The last 8 Brewers to hit 300 in a season.
Oh.
Well, Yelich.
Yeah.
Yelich.
No.
He did it twice.
He did do it twice.
Does that count?
No, he's still number 1. That's only 1.
That was a stall tactic.
Lorenzo Cain.
Ryan
Would have been
Braun.
number 3. Would have been number 4.
Okay. Not bad.
Jeff Jenkins.
It's a long time ago.
Too far ago. But the
Really?
list would have gone back to 2011.
Okay. That's a good list. Hard.
Hold on.
Very, very hard. Very difficult.
Like, we wouldn't have been able to finish it? We wouldn't
You
have
wouldn't have been able to finish it.
Who would?
Gerardo Parra.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Oh, what about the one guy, the goofy guy. No, stop. Hold on. I'm just
Raleigh
forgetting
Fingers,
his name. No.
Gorman Thomas.
No, way too far back. Tony Plush.
Niger Morgan would have been number 8 on the list.
Tony Plush?
Mm-hmm. T. Plush.
Never heard of him.
Well, his
I've heard
real
of
name's
Plush.
Niger Morgan. He
Isn't
had like
Plush
an alter
like a
ego.
Nirvana or someone else?
No.
Stone Temple Pilots. Yes, nailed
So
it.
Keston Hero would have been on this list. Gerardo Parra and Aramis Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Hero?
Yes.
Yeah. Keston hit 303 in
Wow.
2019.
Huh.
I actually kind of thought he was going to do the walk-off thing. I thought maybe walk-off as they had another walk-off win yesterday.
Ashton, would you have gotten that list?
Jen or Gabe, will one of you tell Chewy that I would have dominated him and also I hate him?
You start.
He would have dominated him.
And also he hates you.
So I'm grounded.
Doesn't look good for you, pal.
All right.
I am looking for the last 8 Packers to have over 1,000 yards receiving. Last 8 Packers over 1,000 yards receiving.
Ooh. Jen?
Devontae, number 1, did it 3 times in
Gordy?
2018, 20, and 21.
Why do you call him Gordy?
Nelson.
It's
Because he
better than
can't
Jordy.
do anything normally. Jordy in 16, 14, and 11, all over 1,000 yards. Number 2 on the list.
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings, number 4, did it 3 times in 10, 9, and 8.
What's the last year on the list? You
I
said?
can't tell you that.
You can't.
Jen, can you please tell Chewy we've played this game a million times, the rules haven't changed?
Chewy.
I heard him.
Thank you, because I didn't want to have to say that to you. I appreciate that.
Well, obviously my mic's not working because it's not going to him. So let's go with Donald Driver.
I believe he's hearing you. He's just very angry about what
Ignoring.
you did.
Donald Driver, number 5 on the list.
Oh, good. So, I mean, how many seasons did Donald Driver have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1,000 yard
So this
seasons.
is going back a ways.
He's number 5 on the list?
He's number 5.
Does that take out? That takes out like a James Jones, I'm not guessing. I'm talking to Chew. I am talking.
Yeah. But there's another
Unlike
one.
other people around
There's
here.
another receiver that probably did it that wasn't here too long, but he was pretty good when he was here. You probably covered him.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that Randall Cobb ever had a 1,000-yard season.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you willing to guess Randall Cobb?
You do it first.
No, I don't think so. I'd rather go back a little bit further.
I love how you guys are working together and yet
Sort
trying
of.
to throw each other under the bus simultaneously.
I mean, would it go back as far as Sterling?
No.
I'm going to guess Sterling. If Donald Driver's on the list, there aren't a ton of...
Sterling Sharp's not on the list.
Okay,
Too far back. I'm going to say Cobb did do it.
Randall Cobb did do it. He's number 3 on the list.
What year did Randall Cobb have 1,000 yards?
2014. He had 1,287 yards in
And
2014.
then Javon Walker.
Was number 6 on the list in 2004.
So if you're going Javon Walker, you got to go Hulu Duck.
So Antonio Freeman.
He's doing really well now.
He
Hold
is.
on.
We only
so
have one left.
What do we got? Go.
Can you reset it?
Yeah, please.
All right, so Devontae's number 1, Jordy's number 2, Randall Cobb is 3, Greg Jennings is 4, Donald Driver 5, Javon Walker 6, Antonio Freeman is number 7.
Okay, I'm between 2 people here. I think this guy did it, and he played after this one. So I was going to say Dankalank, but I'm going to go with Billy Scrotum.
Billy Scrotum's number 8 on the list. That's it.
Give me my pretzel! Ashton,
Gabe,
I get the pretzel. I'm
Gabe,
giving it to you
Gabe,
as a peace offering.
Can you please tell Chewy that he just ruined the game for everybody?
Chewy, you apparently ruined the game for everybody.
Because can you please tell him that now nobody wins?
Well, you win because I'm going to give it to you.
You haven't told him yet.
He told us he can hear you. It feels a little... I understand what we're doing here, but it does feel a little redundant.
So apparently
Gabe, can you
nobody
tell
wins.
Jen to shut up? I'm trying to do something.
Jen, can you please be quiet?
I am going to walk in that production office. I swear to God. Pull out all your little...
Whoa. Easy now.
Pull out your little what?
Chewy, we're good now. Can you please protect me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
We're back together.
No, we're not back together. We're just good.
So what do we do now?
You don't get the pretzel. It doesn't work that way.
Should I have just
gotten it wrong?
Although he has a good point.
Who was the other one you were between?
Dankalank?
Who's Dankalank?
Robert Brooks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brooks would have done it, obviously,
Yes.
but
He was probably the one before Free.
he'd probably be number 9 on the list.
Yes.
Where would Sterling have been? Would he have been 10?
No.
11?
It would have went.
No, he would have been 10.
Yeah, he would have been 10.
He would have been 10 because Free would have been on the list, Schroeder,
Yeah.
Robert, and then, so Sterling would have been number 10.
It's a good list. What? Just out of curiosity, what is the incentive for us to win? Because if we don't get the pretzel, what, pride? You know I have none of that.
You think people would have gotten the Brewer list?
No, I don't. I think Gerardo Parra hitting 328 in 2015 was impossible.
I don't know.
Because, I kind of went through the list. I'm like, okay, Yelich, Kane, Braun, even like Keston. I feel like somebody would have guessed Keston because he had that really good rookie season. But you get to Gerardo Parra in like just a bad 2015 team. I don't think anybody would have guessed that.
Is Keston still playing?
He's in their AAA. He's on the AAA team.
Mashing.
Wow.
But something about he can't go back. He doesn't have any
doesn't
more.
have any options left. So if they bring him up, he has to stay,
He'd have to stay.
He'd have to stay or he'd be subject to waivers. Couldn't just send him back down.
Did you see that there was a Cubs account that said that the Brewers are the luckiest bunch of? They've got a horseshoe up their keister. What's your line, Chewy?
Horseshoe.
Something about keister. Why am I remembering a keister and a horseshoe and a the old Chewy reference? Anyway, are the Brewers lucky? Is that what this is? I mean, because we asked earlier in the year, are they good? And they obviously are the top team in the division right now.
I don't think they're lucky. They're good.
There's some luck, right?
They won on a walk-off infield hit yesterday, but
yeah,
I didn't think
Minnesota
that
batted
was,
first.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean, what's luck in baseball?
I mean, I just don't think they're a lucky team. I mean, offensively, they're challenged, but Willie Adames is hitting the ball better. Contreras hit a home run yesterday. Like their offensive pieces that they were expecting to perform throughout the course of the year are starting to get hot. I don't think that's lucky. I think that's just Willie Adames had a really bad stretch, and now he's playing better.
Is it good for the Brewers if it's them and the Cubs battling this sucker out all the way down to the wire? Like, look, it'd be better
for the Brewers if they blow them out of the water.
100% lock it up. But it does feel like these two teams now are going to be battling. They'll still play each other down the stretch here.
Yeah, but
next week they have
I
a
don't
series.
see the Cubs like St. Louis last year or the year before. Remember St. Louis was out of it, and all of a sudden they went on a tear and won like 15 in a row, and like, what the hell's going on
But
here?
the Cubs are only 3 back, or 3.5 back. So they're right there.
Yeah, but they're right?
Well, you asked what's luck in baseball.
Yeah.
I would say an opposing team hitting right to your guys, right to where they're stationed, right? A lot of easy outs.
What about a bad call by an umpire to win the game?
That's just
hopefully that
that's
doesn't
unlucky,
happen with instant replaying, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that
but not
supposed
for
to happen
not for
anymore?
behind the plate. Balls and strikes.
Like you get rung up on a pitch 6 inches off the plate.
Yeah.
That's unlucky.
Look, they were hurt all year long.
Brewers?
Yeah. Now they're coming out of it. They're just good.
I think maybe the point was, and again, I don't know, I didn't write it. I just was that didn't Burns have a rough day? Didn't he have a rough outing yesterday? And good, it was 98 degrees. So
yeah,
Nick Lachey.
Abner Uribe threw a pitch 103.3 miles an hour, though.
Wow.
He had no grip issues.
He had no issues coming in out of the bullpen. He was pumping gas.
I do have a text here on the ESPN Milwaukee talk and text line. Alexis, Texas from Milwaukee saying Ashton posted with his girlfriend on Instagram. Her name had already been made public.
Correct. Yeah.
Then why are you so mad at me?
Because I'm not going out there just saying
I'm
it.
filing this.
Well, I mean, you kind of are if you're putting it on social media.
Gabe, do you have Instagram?
No.
Okay.
I do.
Chewy, do you have Instagram?
By proxy.
You don't have one.
By proxy?
You don't have one.
How do you think I found out?
You don't know what by proxy means.
I think he does, actually.
I think Chewy's
What does
been
it
through
mean?
enough. I mean, Chewy has enough small businesses that He knows what proxy means at this point.
Someone really knows how to dig in my family.
It takes one search. I'm saying it's not that much work.
How do you think we found out?
That's my point. It's not like I don't have to put the work in. It's already out there.
But Alexis's point is that yesterday, when you were at the ball game, you posted a picture with your girlfriend
did.
and you
I
tagged her in it, so her name was out there. So Chewy saying it on the radio wasn't like he divulged it. You divulged it yesterday.
Disagree. I've never said her name on the air.
Is it different? Is it
There's more
different?
people listening than following me on Instagram.
That's probably. We hope.
Not after your screw up at the top of the hour. We didn't mention that at all. Where you hit the wrong button and shut the whole station down.
I wish I would shut you down.
Does that mean I could go home?
No. Nope. You got to stay right there.
Oh, shoot. I got to stay.
You
Is this
gotta stay
me or
right
Gabe?
there.
Me or Gabe?
Get perked up. Let me tell you about Perky's Old Fashioned. It's an old-fashioned mix with the booze already inside with both brandy and bourbon options. Both are fantastic. I have the brandy at my house. I'm getting a bourbon one as well just because you don't know what people are going to like when they come over. But you can get Grandma Perky's secret whenever, wherever. All you have to do is add soda. Perky's is great for boat days, weddings, holidays, parties, everything in between, which of course includes football games. Week 0 this week. What are you doing on Saturday? Oh, I bet it can be improved with a little college football and Perky's Old Fashioned. Find Perky's near you. Go to perkysoldfashioned.com. Perky's Old Fashioned, locally made, Wisconsin made, your bartender in a bottle.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
An accident still being worked on westbound 94 35th Street. The left lane is still blocked with this, so backups right out of the Marquette. We got eastbound slowing down from 84th Street through the Stadium interchange as well. Southbound on 43, riding the brakes a bit from Hampton Avenue down past Locust. Traffic is brought to you by Carroll University's targeted MBA program, the perfect choice for ambitious professionals seeking career advancement. Visit carrollu.edu/MBA to apply for the fall. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, an excessive heat warning is in effect until 7 for most of southeast Wisconsin. Early fog, sunny, hot and humid with a high of 93. This afternoon, things will be turning cooler by the lake. And then tonight, slight chance for a thunderstorm early, then some clouds, a low of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Guten Tag, Eliana here from Milwaukee Pretzel Company. My mom and dad usually do these commercials, but I'm taking over this month to share an important message for parents. Summer's almost over and it's time to start thinking about after-school snacks. Milwaukee Pretzel Company's soft pretzels are the perfect after-school snack. A few minutes in the oven and they're ready to go. Moms and dads love them too. You can find our pretzels in the freezer section of your local grocery store or order online at MilwaukeePretzel.com. How did I do, Dad?
Oh, great job, kiddo. I could not have done it better myself. Get it?
Dad.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality Men's Health. Guys, did you know that the stored belly fat reduces your free testosterone? The more the belly grows, the harder it is to drop, mostly because of the decrease in free T. It's a vicious cycle that men are losing, and unfortunately, everyone can see it. Mentality breaks that cycle with semaglutide, an industry-changing weight loss medication that can help you lose up to 15% of your body weight while preserving your testosterone. Join our over 20,000 clients to look and feel the way you deserve. In Milwaukee, go to lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
Are you looking for the perfect restaurant for your next night out? Then make Aria, the acclaimed restaurant inside St. Kate, your next dinner destination. Specializing in artisanal American cuisine, Aria features carefully prepared seasonal entrees along with a robust selection of craft cocktails, wine, and local beer. Join them on Sundays for the restaurant's famous trademark chicken, served family style with sides like mashed potatoes, goat cheese biscuits, and more. Make your plans today to dine at Aria. Learn more and make reservations at aria@stkate.com. That's aria@stkate.com.
Juniper Pools is kicking off football season in a big way this year. Purchase a spa between July 29th and August 31st, and you win when our team wins. If the green and gold win the big game, you'll receive your hot tub purchase for free. If they win the division, you get $1,000 back, and if they make the wild card playoff game, you score a $250 in-store gift card. For complete promotional terms and conditions, visit poolpeople.com. Get ready to relax and back the green and gold this season with Juniper Pools on West Wisconsin Avenue by Costco in Appleton.
Show the world what your business is made of with 3 Tree Marketing.
So at 3 Tree, we're storytellers through merchandise. Every brand we work with has a unique story, and we're there to tell it using merchandise, display, appreciation, and gifting.
President Kevin Van Rossum knows that's important.
There's promo peddlers again, or tchotchke vendors, or whatever cliche people want to use. So we work with our client partners to become an extension of their team. We provide ideas, unique offerings that fit budget, timing, as well as messaging.
Check out why 3 Tree is the partner you need. 3treemarketing.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
If it's gotten to the
I
point,
don't think shower.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not going to take a shower? You just told me you're offended by your own BO.
No, but I think it's deodorant, Gabe. Showering does nothing. It really doesn't.
You are wrong.
Because
you must be showering wrong.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Have you guys been to Proof Pizza inside St. Kate, the Arts Hotel yet? There is a lot to be excited about. They've added a variety of new sandwiches to the menu. So if you know Proof Pizza as a place to go for pie, pizza pie that is, now it's the place to go for sandwiches. Available every day from 11 to 4, you can enjoy menu items like the Red Rock Chicken BLT, the Meatball Hero, and of course all of their fantastic pizzas as well. Order from the counter at Proof or directly from the bar at St. Kate. You can explore their new sandwich options or enjoy one of your old favorites at proofpizzamke.com, proofpizzamke.com. Keep getting us your reaction to Ashy's giver's remorse at the ball game yesterday. The ball protocol. Caught a ball, gave it to a kid nearby, and then 20 minutes later wished he had kept the ball. There is an article on The Athletic this morning written by Randy Miller, former NFL GM. Who is Miller a GM for, Gabe? Is that something
the Saints?
Yeah, the Saints. There were like 2 or 3 teams.
Seattle,
Executive year of the year in 2000. So he's got a pretty good resume.
So he rattled off a bunch of quarterbacks who he thinks are comparable. And this is great timing because we have talked this week about what are comps for Jordan Love. And we said he kind of is one of one in that not very many guys get the opportunity to get drafted in the first round, sit behind a future Hall of Famer, learn, watch, absorb, and then go out there and show what they can do. But some of the guys that Miller has aggregated.
Oh, this is Randy Mueller.
Oh, is it Mueller?
This is the guy that wants me to pay for the ticket when I blew him off and supposed to go down to the Saints.
So I didn't know it was Mueller. I thought it was Miller.
Randy Mueller. I've known him
that
for
makes a big difference.
30 years.
So
he's fine.
Like Gabe says?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's...
So you knew, you rattled off his resume and then went, oh, this is, how did you know his resume?
Because I knew, like, you guys may be looking at it as Miller when it's actually Mueller.
I didn't know. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Gabe
I just
said
assumed
it was Miller
it's
as well.
Randy Mueller.
All right, well...
womp,
Randy. Womp, womp.
Okay, what's Randy have to say?
What does Randy have to say? On this list, he has Justin Fields from the Chicago Bears. He has Desmond Ridder from the Atlanta Falcons. He has Kenny Pickett from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He has Jordan Love from our Green Bay Packers. He has Mac Jones from the New England Patriots. And Sam Howell, Washington Commanders. I believe Sam was just named the starter, like within the last week or so, of the Washington Commanders. So, Chew, how would you rate or rank, give us your power rankings on those quarterbacks? Do you want me to give you that list again?
Yeah, one more time.
It's Justin Fields.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, Mac Jones, and Jordan Love.
Wow. All right, Fields is at the top.
Okay.
I think he's shown us the most. He's not great. We still don't know if he's going to be better than good. I would call him good right now.
So what he said, just to kind of clarify, so what Randy said at the end of if he was purchasing stock on these guys based on what he knows right now, he then gives the list. So based on what you would buy stock in, that's how you should power rank them.
Okay. And I would still stay with Fields because Fields basically had nothing to work with the last couple of years. And still did okay, not great. I can't say he's going to be anything better than good. We will know after this year because now he has some weapons.
The criticism of Fields has, of course, been the short yardage stuff, the running the ball.
Yes.
And that he hasn't really shown an ability to push the ball downfield.
Not yet.
When Equinemius St. Brown is your number 2 wide receiver, that might not just be on you. Could be other issues there.
But I think the way the NFL is trending, you want your quarterbacks to run. Not run a lot, not run a little, just run. Because if you look at Jalen Hurts...
The threat of run.
Yeah, the threat of run. I mean, Jalen Hurts tore up the opponents last year, Josh Allen. Now, they play a little reckless. I wouldn't allow my quarterback to run as much as they do because they play kind of stupid sometimes. But I think that definitely has to be in the arsenal. So I would put Fields, and then the other ones are like Howell I would put at the bottom because I have no idea.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think Jordan, who are the other ones? I would put Love, Ritter.
Well, you got Kenny Pickett, you got Desmond Ritter, and you got Mac Jones.
I tell you, I'd probably put Love 2, followed by Pickett, Ritter, Howell.
And Jones
Where's
where?
Jones?
I think Jones is just going to be good.
So bottom
is he
of the
talking about upswing or?
I think future. Like, who would you want to be the face of your franchise? Of these 6 guys, who would you want to be the quarterback of the future for your team?
I would go Fields, Love. Mac Jones, I think we've seen enough to say he's just going to be good.
Kenny Pickett third.
I think that Jones if he doesn't bounce back this year, he didn't have an offensive coordinator last year.
No, I know.
I mean,
but he started for 2 years, right?
Yeah, same thing with Fields. Fields has started 25 games,
and I'm taking definitely Fields.
If we're willing to give Fields a pass for no weapons, I think we have to give Mac Jones a pass for not having an OC.
But what does the eye test tell you about those two? Would you rather have Mac Jones over Justin Fields?
No, I'd rather have Fields. So I would have Jones behind Love. I would go Fields, Love, Jones, Pickett.
Why would you put Pickett behind Jones? Because he's shown more?
I think that Jones has more upside in terms of the physical
Let me ask you this. What's Kirk Cousins to you? Really good. No, really good. Really good. Good.
Good.
And I think that's all you're going to get out of Mac Jones.
That's fair.
Kenny Pickett only played 1 year. Tough situation. The sample size isn't big enough. Probably same with Ritter. I don't know.
Can you split the hair between Ritter and Howell for me? I mean, Howell, again, you haven't seen anything from. You've seen a little bit from Ritter last season.
Where'd Howell go to school? Do you know?
North Carolina, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can't even evaluate him. I haven't seen him.
No.
I would take him. I just do not love Mac Jones. I think Jordan Love, if you put the two together, I would have to say just for his running ability, I'm putting Love ahead of Jones. And then Pickett, sample size too small, same with Ritter. So I don't even know if they're good. I would go Fields, like I said, Fields, Love.
Pickett,
Ritter, Jones, Howell.
And which is pretty comparable to the way that your boy, Randy Mueller.
Randy Watson.
ranked these guys. He went with Pickett first. He likes Pickett above all of them. But then he goes with Jordan Love. And then right? Am I reading that? I'm just going off the top of my head.
Yep.
And then he goes with Justin Fields.
Correct.
So you've got the same top 3 and you got the same bottom 3 as your guy.
See, he's evaluating Pickett, though, from college. And Pickett had a really... I don't think he played very well last year.
You want me to tell you what I have on Pickett, what he says?
Yeah.
Pickett's play is the most polished and diverse of this group. He has a feel for the pocket, can process info, and get the ball to targets based on the coverage in a timely fashion. He's advanced beyond the others, so timing and anticipation is obvious when watching him go through his reads and progressions. He plays with confidence. Steelers offensive coordinator Matt, which, by the way, Matt Canada didn't even get a last name there. He just calls him Matt.
Didn't realize Canada is now just like Cher.
Yeah.
He's got one name.
Madonna. Matt is calling plays now without restriction in year 2. Pickett is sneaky athletic, which I think people know, didn't that rule get changed in college? Wasn't Pickett the guy who
he was
did the fake slide? Fake slide, and that was like,
well,
just
let me just
kidding.
say this. Hold on. The fact that he only called him Matt means
Canada?
it's his guy.
Canada.
Well, he does say Canada later in the thing. It was just fun.
Might be his guy, and that's why he's elevating Pickett because it's his guy.
I like the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I'm willing
It's
to
also
put on.
probably a typo. Editor just happened to miss Canada.
Matt Brazil.
Matt Germany.
Similarly, here's what he has to say about our guy Jordan Love. Having sat for 3 years, it is clear that Love is further ahead on the learning curve than the others on this list. You don't need my opinion to tell you that is true. Love's confidence throwing into tight windows has grown in this year's training camp. It has showed in preseason games. The way he carries himself, the body language, the attention to detail, it has all improved. He has shown things that the Packers have seen all along. He's very athletic and fluid, which allows him to escape the rush when needed. He can throw from different arm angles, which we, of course, have seen this preseason, and release points while remaining effective and accurate on the move. His arm strength is above average. His ball has a liveliness coming off the hand. He is still learning what he can get away with and what he can't, but I like his eagerness to play.
Difference between year 2 and year 4, though. Right, he's going into his 4th year with these other guys. I don't think he discounts that at all.
You're saying you don't think he
Dings
him, yeah. And you're saying he should.
He should a little bit.
But these other guys
There's
are
a
all
huge difference between going into your 2nd year and then going into
But he
your
has
4th
so
year.
much. He has so many fewer snaps than some of these guys.
Yeah, but you're going through training camps.
I mean,
you're going
all
through
of these guys
practice time.
except for Howell, right?
Half of the battle.
Is my brain working right on that one?
But half of the battle, Jen, is knowing what the hell you're doing. You know, I didn't know fully what I was doing year 2 or year 4. I was just like, okay, I got it.
Let me ask you a question.
So, what year are you going to realize what you're doing in radio?
Not this year.
That's never going to happen.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How much money does our guy Randy Mueller think you owe him?
I mean, first class ticket to Seattle.
Now or
on the 4th of July.
Do you know his phone number?
Probably 15.
90, what are we talking? 7? 90? What year?
This was 2000.
Oh.
2000.
Conan O'Brien. Yes? No?
Chewy, do you think? I mean,
Gabe?
I guarantee,
I don't.
because my agent knows him real well, and we used to hang out together when I used to live in Scottsdale. If he brought my name up, the first thing he'd say is, that SOB still owes me $1,500 for that plane ticket. Suck it!
Do you think you could get his phone number?
Why don't you? I have an idea.
I could text, my guy.
Yeah, we'd get him on.
Ask him how he feels about a metal tree with a lovely table. might be a win-win.
$1,500?
Might be a win-win.
Yeah, but you got shipping.
If he pays for the shipping.
Yeah, if he pays for the shipping.
I'd be willing to sell you this fantastic metal palm tree table. Barely
Boston
used.
to Seattle in 2000 was only $303.
On first class?
Yeah.
Oh, then screw him. I want my tree back.
Oh, I Googled it.
I know they have that info.
Apparently.
In 2020.
Stacker.com.
Well, how much
plane
does that
cost
worth
the year
today?
you
In the year
inflation
2000.
adjusted is $431.
Hold on. You think
That seems wrong.
Are
seems
hotels
wrong.
refundable?
If 24 hours. You
What
got
about
24 hours.
doctor's appointment?
Cross-country flight
Refundable?
first class?
Oh, because you had a physical.
I was going to go see a neurologist.
What do they charge you for that? $3,000?
I never saw him, so I don't know anything. I didn't sign
we
anything
know you didn't
either.
see him.
Have you ever seen a neurologist?
Oh, yes.
Well, what are those bills run?
I don't know. I know MRIs are expensive.
Lawsuit covered that.
You know who handles that? His proxy.
You're welcome.
Easy loan applications, check. Quick closing, check. My friends at Great Midwest Bank offer all of the digital tools that you need for a convenient, stress-free loan journey. We call it the state of banquility. Check it out. The loan application process just takes a few minutes. When you apply online, you can submit most of your loan documents through GMB's secure online portal. When it comes time for closing day, the appointment can be short and sweet. Great Midwest Bank hits just the right balance of modern convenience and classic quality customer service. Every step of the way, you'll always have your loan officer right there with you. It's one of their 8 convenient Wisconsin branches where you can find them. Stress-free, easy, and convenient. That's how banking should be. Visit your local Great Midwest Bank or start a loan application at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank is your and my simply local equal housing lender.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Tomorrow's the day, 1848 Coffee, their Fan Appreciation Day. And guess what? We are going to be out there. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy will be broadcasting live from 1848 Coffee on National Avenue in New Berlin tomorrow from 7 to 9. We've got a couple of NASCAR drivers will be there. And get this, from 7 till noon, 1848 is going to be giving away a free coffee. Don't miss out tomorrow, 1848 Coffee in New Berlin.
Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing?
I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Let's face it, talking about life insurance is never easy. But after we watched a close friend lose her husband with no insurance, we decided that wasn't going to happen to our family.
Yeah, but shopping for life insurance can be almost as difficult as talking about it.
But then we heard about Ethos Life Insurance. They're a new kind of life insurance, built for people on a busy schedule who don't have time for unnecessary doctor's visits, fine print, or hidden fees. You know, who want to keep it simple.
I couldn't believe how easy it was. We answered a few basic questions, and within minutes, we had an estimate of what it would cost and what sort of policy made sense for us.
I never imagined a life insurance could be so affordable.
And accessible.
The peace of mind knowing that our future is secure, it just removes a lot of the fear around getting older and...
Yeah, the unexpected.
I'm glad we talked about it.
I'm glad we went with ethoslife.com.
Go to getethos.com now for your free estimate. That's getethos.com. Getethos.com.
Announcing the former All-Star Buick GMC is now the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Oak Creek. And the former John Paul's Buick GMC is now the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Greenfield, Milwaukee's Buick GMC headquarters. Greg Cunis was recently named Time Magazine's Wisconsin Automotive Dealer of the Year. Plus, Cunis dealerships have been awarded Top 100 Best in the U.S. by the Automotive News the past 9 years. Our mission is to bring the Cunis Auto Group's unequaled customer satisfaction and service to our friends in the greater Milwaukee area. Cunis Milwaukee Buick GMC stores have the area's largest pre-owned car, truck, and SUV inventory with over 3,000 vehicles available on lot or online and always at a price and payment you can afford. And all new and pre-owned Cunis vehicles come with our exclusive no-fear lifetime warranty coverage at no extra charge. So buy like a champion at the all-new Cunis Buick GMC of Oak Creek, 7020 South 27th Street, or Cunis Buick GMC of Greenfield, 3615 South 108th Street. Milwaukee's Buick GMC headquarters.
To be labeled as bourbon, a whiskey must be distilled from a mash that is at least 51% made of this grain.
What is corn?
Correct.
I'll take liquor for 800.
A cocktail of rum, grapefruit juice, lime juice, simple syrup, and maraschino liqueur is a daiquiri named for this American author.
Who is Ernest Hemingway?
Correct again, Marie. You're on a roll.
Liquor for 1,000, Ken.
Taking a shot of whiskey and immediately chugging a beer is a quote-unquote recipe for this drink, named because it was once served to workers ending their shifts.
What is a Boilermaker?
Unbelievable. Tell us, how do you know so much?
Well, Ken, I am from Discount Liquor, where we have an encyclopedia-like knowledge of all things alcohol. We've been a family-owned and operated business since 1960, and we've all grown up with alcohol as a second language. Our business has literally served multiple generations of Wisconsinites. In Milwaukee, on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha, on Main and Barstow.
Discount Liquor.
The summer of lower prices continues at Fleet Farm. Take Sprout Vitamin Feed Supplement for livestock. 25-pound bags, now only $19.99. And for you birders, KT Midwest Regional Blend is just $12.99 for a 7-pound bag. Plus, get 12 mega rolls of Quilted Northern Ultra for only $12.99. And enjoy Fleet Farm Beef Jerky for just $8.79 a pack. Look for new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life with price drops at Fleet Farm.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
People who have scored the most points for the Bucs since the 2013-14 season.
I don't have a guess then. Sorry.
All right, thanks for calling that.
He wins. Let him win. That was the greatest call ever.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Here we go.
Let me tell you about our great friends over at Ewald Automotive Group. What can you do in an hour? Take a nap, do some cleaning, go get lunch with a friend, watch your favorite show, yoga class, maybe go to the gym, or buy a car? Yeah, that's right. At Ewald Automotive, you will be in and out in about an hour. Go to ewaldauto.com. You select the vehicle that you're interested in. Boom, get an instant price. Get a firm trade-in offer. You can customize your payment option. Even add your own protection plan, all on ewaldauto.com. Then head to the dealership. You'll be in and out in about an hour. Just one of the ways Ewald makes it easy at ewaldauto.com.
But I'm thinking it's time to grow.
We put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll this morning. Even though it's the right thing to do, does it bother you that when you catch a ball at a Major League Baseball game, you have to give it to a kid? And we are obviously referencing like the societal pressure, the environmental pressure, because people think you're supposed to give it to a kid. And you worry that you might be on the Jumbotron catching the ball with a kid with the big eyes looking at you like, please, sir, I want the ball. 60% of people say no, it doesn't bother them, but 40% of people say that it does bother them. Badger Bass weighing in saying, I'm sorry, but the real shock of this story is 1, that Ashton has a girlfriend, and 2, that he caught the ball.
Wow, top rope.
Hard to argue.
Carl weighing in saying, no better time for a kid to learn that life is hard. If you dive for the ball and knock a kid or two over, well, again, we are not condoning that. He says, welcome to life. It's not going to get any easier. We're not condoning the knocking over of children. They're not bowling pins, okay? We're not. We're saying if you catch the ball, you don't always have to give it to a kid. You can bring it home to your kid. Maybe there's a sentimental value of this represents, like for Ashy, the date that he was on with his girlfriend. Let's see. Brant weighing in saying, I was at an Indianapolis Indians minor league game. Someone hit a home run right at us. A kid right in front of me had a glove on. I could have reached over and caught the ball, but I wasn't going to be that guy, so I let it go. It hit him in the leg. He cried for an hour. I believe the moral of that story is catch the ball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kid, you got a glove. You got to catch it.
Yeah.
Mike saying, this is like winning the 50-50 charity raffle and the organization looking at you, waiting for you to donate.
Give it back.
The 50 you just won. I don't like that either.
Depends upon the organization, but you got to do it.
Give it back?
Yeah.
Always?
I've done it.
Every time. Every time?
Depends upon the organization. I've only won one 50-50 raffle.
Oh, Gabe, you're such a saint. Thank God you're
But you
around,
give it
so
back.
We all know all the right things
Thank you
to
for
do.
your
Thank
service.
You, Gabe. Thank you, Gabe.
Thanks, Ashton. I appreciate you appreciating me.
Wildy and Tosh is next on ESPN Wisconsin. Where are we going to be tomorrow, Ashy?
1848 Coffee in New Berlin.
1848 Coffee in New Berlin. We'll see ya.
Things winding down now. We do still have a little bit of a backup southbound on 43 coming in from just before Hampton Avenue all the way down to almost North Avenue. Right now from Brown Deer Road to downtown is going to be a 14-minute ride.